I will briefly, again keeping myself on schedule, give us an idea as to where we've been. How did we get to this position here, like Regan said, from February of '08. So the initial workshop, some best practices from the group of 5 that came out of that. We identified quite a few objectives and priorities. How does ASTI relate to the land use framework? And most of you are involved with in your regions with that. If not, it's coming your way. And then we'll get into steps on the forum. So, as Regan mentioned, we had a workshop. Out of that came a group of 5 who really said that we want to take the industry forward. There was a non-government group in there as well to develop, promote more social, economic, and environmental leadership in the tourism sector. So our 5 that stepped forward in February of '08 were this group right here, and I've got a slide on each of them as we go forth. So, interesting enough, these 5 are from the same kind of region, the Bow Valley there, which is where we're situated today, and I guess quite fitting because of the uniqueness of the Bow Valley. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Banff National Park, and the amount of visitation that it gets on an annual basis, both domestic and international. So I think they were already doing some good things. That's why they stepped forward. They already have a commitment to sustainability. They want to improve, and you'll see from today a number of improvements on their best practices. And I thought it was a good cross-section of the different sizes and scales of operations of the original 5 too. So John Sams with Canmore, Tourism Canmore, and John can't make it today, he's a busy man. AHLA, and we have one operator, Barbara Kostursky, who in Banff and her operations was the representative there. The town of Banff, we got Chad Townsend. Chad, you're here today, aren't you, Chad? You just stand up and wave. I think you're our only one of our Fab 5 here, so thanks, Chad. And we had Biosphere Institute, Melanie Watt. She had to rush into Calgary with a family emergency. She was to be here. And Brenda Holder from Mohican Trails, and she's not feeling too well today. So that was our original group of 5. As you can see here, Tourism Canmore, those of you familiar with the area, they've done some really neat things as far as sustainability goes. They are a natural step community, I believe the second in Canada. First, I believe, was Whistler. They've developed their own community sustainability plan, and just recently, I believe in June, the folks got together and put forth a new economic development and tourism strategy, and that's available off their website there too. So Tourism Canmore are very, very proactive in becoming more of a sustainable community. As you know, they're in the heart of the tourism in the valley here. AHLA, they've been doing a number of things across the province already. They have an active membership, and Barbara Kostursky was put forth as our member there. Here's just some of the things that AHLA are doing at a provincial level, but also fitting into the national level. They have a green, Hotel Association of Canada has a Green Key program. Some of you are familiar with that. So they have a number of goals as part of that Green Key certification program. And AHLA's goal is to get as many, I think, with their strategy, as many of their membership to get into buy into the certification program. So they do a number of things, and I believe the Green Key system goes up through to 5. So the AHLA representative, like I said earlier, was the Banff Aspen Lodge, and it's a smaller operation. They're doing a number of things, incorporating sustainable practices in. We got a nice new meeting room there, and natural light. Again, I'm going over this quickly. Barb Kostursky is her name, so she's already doing some neat things there. Partner 3, Biosphere Institute of Bow Valley. Again, Melanie Watt, a nonprofit. They're doing some really neat things. They partnered in the development of the natural step for Canmore. They've got an Eco Idea Center project. They take on education and interpretation programs throughout the valley. And recently they've initiated a Bow Valley Sustainability Hub for programming. Our 4th partner, with Chad leading the way there, is the town of Banff. As you can see, they were a past sustainable tourism award winner and Canada's Greenest Employees from 2009. And part of their initiatives are centered in transportation. They do have a bus system called Rome with I believe it's 4 buses, right? Each with a unique, iconic animal on there. Here you see the, what do you see? The goat, sheep, and the bear. So there's 2 other ones. And on our tour tomorrow, we'll talk about the tour during our break here. Chad is taking some folks around, not on the bus, Chad.
See a bus.
Okay, we'll see a bus, but we're not going on the bus. We'll see a bus and some other things too with respect to what the town of Banff is doing. So he's on our tour. And our 5th partner, Mohican Trails, again, more smaller operator, really focusing on the Aboriginal, the cultural learning experience there, intimate settings and those kind of things. So unfortunately, Brenda couldn't make it today. So here's some information, and you will have this on your desk. It's the last handout. This is from the industry and from the literature. Whenever folks in the tourism industry go down this triple bottom line accountability, these are usually the top 4 objectives from a holistic point of view that we hope to achieve: economic, social, and environmental. And that sort of was one of our guiding pieces as we ventured into this initiative with the group of 5, and out of it came 2 of these we really said that we could focus on here as a group as we go forward. Obviously, economically, we all get in the tourism industry to prosper and grow profitability. So it made no sense. We want to grow our industry. Environmentally, I guess with the Bow Valley here, we wanted to protect the natural assets by which tourism is very successful, but at the same time inform and educate those folks. And then the social cultural piece, preserving the heritage that we have here and the culture, and that's not just here, of course, this is for the whole province as we go forth. And how do we get community involvement in this initiative? So some priority areas as far as tools, the toolkit is always an issue out there. It's great to have objectives, but for you folks out there to what can I do to adhere to the triple bottom line? These are a number of the programs or tools that ASTI talked about too. So guest education, visual communication, HR, certification, marketing, and climate action. Out of all this, I guess, came this little org chart. You have this in front of you. Each table should have this. So as our industry grows on the bottom going up, we need a number of those I guess, tools, leadership planning, funding, all those kind of things to get to the sector representation that we have here. So in the tourism industry, you hear of the 8 sectors of tourism and the new 5 now sectors of tourism. But I guess to Albertanize it, the ASTI group sort of brainstormed and we came up with these 6 areas as to go forth. So I guess start thinking about when we get ready for our group work in the afternoon, start thinking about where you fit in. Obviously some of you do small tours and operators, but you're part of the transportation industry or sector as well. So I guess start thinking about where does your operation fit in as we come along in the afternoon for our working group. And finally, I'll leave you with the vision of ASTI going forth. Again, out of our 1.5 to 2 years of work with the group of 5 that the government of Alberta sort of facilitated, and the mission going forth here too. So you do have, again, on your table the framework by which we created, which includes the vision and the mission. We also have aims and objectives there as well. And again, please have a look at that in your between presentations. We really want you to, how do we go forth now that ASTI has done all this hard work? I'm not putting all the pressure on you, but we want this to be industry-led, and there's a great start that we have here. Our afternoon focus should be on where we go from here. The land use framework, a monster if you don't know already, but I guess how does it relate to the land use, how does it relate to sustainable tourism? You see in a number of these, the objective of course is industry growth, but it's socially, it's environmentally, and it's sustainable through economics as well. So there's some key pieces there. because of time, we want to go through this. But for operators out there, here's an opportunity to mesh your sustainable operations with the land use framework as we go forward. Okay?